Radio check. Radio check. Okay. All right. So I am just going to run a few laps in this Audi, depending on how I'm feeling. We'll see about doing some of the one-player stuff. I've got to say, I'm struggling a little bit for motivation for ACEvo. Yeah, I don't know. I just went and finished off one of the licenses. It took a little while. It seems very tetchy when it comes to figuring out settings and getting the FPS smooth and good, unfortunately. So I've been struggling a little bit with ACEvo itself, but I want to see if I can get back into it a little bit. It doesn't excite me, I think, in the way that the other ones excite me that I've been trying out. I think it's good, you know, but small and I guess a little bit immature at this stage, possibly. That's got a bit of punch to it. I do feel quite nicely connected to what's happening. Particularly me. If I let it, wow, okay. Way to sideswipe me and then brake directly in front of me. They are really being quite rough. Still getting a little bit of snap on upshifts, so I do either need to short shift or lift as I upshift on these powerful road cars. Fortunately, I seem to be taking a bit of a hit when it comes to FPS while I'm streaming. Oh, come on. Whoa. Apologies, Mr. Blue. I was still very much in recovery there. Here's the so-called dynamic weather. It does feel pretty cool, I've got to say. You've really got to be the one on track watching everybody, because the AI has a lot to be desired right now. It really is just assaulting you, frankly. bit early there. Why are we braking quite so hard into there? Yeah, probably not the time to stretch the width of the track. Just about time that okay. Seem to have worked out that I'm on the track next to them this time. I'm literally off the throttle here and they... Yeah, whoa, nice. And there's a penalty. Bust my car to pieces and there's a penalty. Am I missing a wheel, I wonder? No, that was just the other guy. Massive wheel shake now. Look at that. Huge damage. That really feels like I've lost a wheel. Should we... I can't actually see. Let's... We go to replay. Oh, I meant instant replay. Let's head over to where the mouse work. It will. My wheels are still on. It really felt like... Oh yeah, you can see... Okay, let's just check this one out again. So, caution on the inside. I was fully locked right here, and then we seem to get a bit of tyre hook going on. And then as I come across, I can't see what's happening to my right. And that was pretty massive. But I think what you'll see is the right rear is misaligned here. Once we get the other side of the car. Maybe that was what did it. But I think the right rear is pointing in the wrong direction. Absolutely, yeah. There you go. Let's have a look at the chase view. Is there a further back? There is. Nice. Okay. Into the wall. That was fairly innocuous. And then this was the big moment, wasn't it? Oh well. Whoops. Okay. I think it's probably better to exit out and get onto the one player stuff. That was an interesting one. Okay. Thanks for watching. By the way, if you're watching with us live or chase, appreciate it as always. Let me know if there's something specific you want to see. It's very much up to you how to make your way through Evo. So the licenses, I'm not going to bore everyone with doing licenses, but I'm about halfway through right now. Got the racing ones to come, but that means I can't buy racing cars yet. So I have 161,000. I still have my Honda S2000, but I do have the Alpha here, 8.8 in the yellow corner there, 11.9. So I think the Alpha is a little bit worse than the Honda and than the hatchback and the Hyundai. Okay, we're just doing Road Atlanta. But here are all the tracks. I dare not try Nürburgring right now. But wonder whether to go for a bit of Brands Indy. As I've said before, the weather settings on dynamic means it starts dry, and around the end of the first lap, maybe start the second half of the race, it starts raining. So yeah, make of that what you will. I'm just going to stay with scattered clouds to start the race. We'll go static for this one, and then I think we earn more money based on how skillful or otherwise our AI setting is as well. But let's give it a whirl. I've got the fairly wide AI. Ability band, but maybe we can do a little bit better this time with slightly more familiar machinery. Okay. Let's make sure everything's working. Yeah, there we go. Beamer right there in my mirror. I was riding the brake there accidentally. What is going on with those cars in front? What have we got? Just chassis. Oopsie, I was expecting them to move aside slightly. No steering wheel lights again. Maybe I have got them. I'm just not revving the car enough. There we go, I have. Wow. Honda S2000, similar to the MX-5. A little bit spongier, maybe. What are we braking for? Great. Just playing pinball with our Hondas. I'm saving it, he's saving it. Go all the way up the rev range here. Nice. Tail wagging through there. I was going to go over to the racing line, and then I figured, no, they do like turning into you. There's our rain. Trusty dynamic weather. outside, I think. Oh, Porsche, just not. Too clever. My track driver friends told me I need to be really out wide to the last braking marker point into Paddock Hill there. But I never really dared do it, which they are very happy to do it. Why are we? Wow, we're breaking out on the exit of the corner. It does make life very difficult when they do that. Might get ourselves a podium. Flapping bonnet and all. And a smash in the rear. Good job. Car auto repairs at the end. Right, okay. What do I get for that? 920 V-Bucks. Not great, is it? I thought I'd get a bit more than that. Oh well. Is that down to distance? I really don't know. Very odd. Quick look at this replay. It's pretty smart when it comes to it. What I'm struggling with Evo, I think, is like, why am I buying Evo when I've got Gran Turismo? Looks good, mostly. It's very resource heavy. But when I've got the choice and the game and the instant VR capability of Gran Turismo, why am I buying GT Evo at this stage? I really don't know. They made a lot about the tourist driving around Nürburgring. So, you know, maybe that's got something to say for itself. Let's put that up a couple of spots and see. Single make would make things a little bit more straightforward, but there you go. Race start time, fine. I like to see a big day-night cycle as we go. And maybe I need an extra lap or whatever, but I've just increased that a little bit. Let's see. I don't know whether to buy another car yet or not, but Spa will be an awkward one to run in the S2000, I think. Yeah, at least this does have rain on every track. They've got about 9 tracks, but every one has got rain, which you can't really say about GT7. Okay. Do this. Hey. Oh, that was very rude. Don't think I've got repair bills to pay like in PMR, but that was extremely rude. It's all going wrong now. And why does it do the entire replay to that point? Okay, I'm off track, and then I'm bearing left in the braking zone, and then pretty sure, yeah, just a nice little side swipe cost him something as well. But the damage model's cool. Look at that. I mean, the damage model is really nice, and just the tiniest touch, and you can see really cool details on the damage. So, you know, there's that. Definitely say that for it. But yeah, it's just a bit limited, I guess. Is that a random starting to put me on pole? No. Okay. Another bugbear that I've got about it is that in the license tests, they put you on stone cold tyres, and you've got to dive straight into first braking zone. Something you don't get in Gran Turismo. There's no tracking progress through. Oh wow. Through. Oh, there's absolutely no grip. Great, right at the back. Okay. Yeah, you don't know how you're doing in the license tests until the license test is over, and then you've got to basically almost reload it in order to have another go. So there's no ghost. Right, can we actually clear the Mini? Let me know how the game looks on the stream. I don't think anybody's going to be wanting races broadcast at the moment with the game as it is, but I could definitely give it a go. Very easy to lose the rear end in this S2000. Look at that, I've not seen that that fragment before until today, and then it's happened in 2 successive races with those chassis. Oh, I was too busy watching for the braking marker boards and then properly screwed up. Very deep gravel. Yeah. I'm not sure this is even going to be worth it, given the lack of credits earned for coming 3rd in the last race. I mean, I'm guessing that the point at the moment is to collect the cars in one player mode. Come up with your own championship ideas. It's telling me, my overlay's telling me I'm getting about 30 FPS right now. ABS, ABS, ABS. You can feel that big time in the wheel and in the haptics. I don't think I'm actually catching the cars in front here. Not by much anyway. Or I should say enough anyway. Might go and see about buying a new car. Can afford the hyper cars now, the road hyper cars that is. Sorry, I don't know about affording them, but I have the right to buy them now with the licenses as they are. I am catching the cars in front. Still feels like psychological rain at the moment. I swear those braking marker boards are incorrect. Sure, it still said 200 there. I mean, I guess we were doing a decent speed, but Piratella. Quicker than it looks on the map, that is. ABS, ABS, ABS. $14 for this, maybe. I don't know what those... I'm still too late on the damn brakes. Wow. Just having fun now, sliding through the corners. Is it getting dark? That's a handy way of slowing down into Aqua Minerale. So much as an investigation there, maybe because I had my put off the accelerator as we went over the track limits. I mean, what's that? Is that a red light? Did you guys see that too? I'm sure I just saw a red light. Now I've got green, so maybe it was supposed to be a yellow and it looked orangey. I don't know. Here come the... I mean, I have to say, yes, the precipitation and the moisture around the light sources on this game, even in this low fidelity, very cool. And there's the spray coming up as well. Let's try and get close to some of these other cars. That definitely says 250 there. Look at this. This looks really nice now, doesn't it? Just follow these cars coming through the puddles. So what's your money on? How much do we earn for this race? But yeah, it does look pretty sweet. Nice, okay. Oh, I forgot to look. Maybe if you had to just go back and quickly snap a look at that. Okay, let's have a look at what cars we can buy, shall we? Let's have a look. What cars? Oh, I think I should have to go to the dealership here to have a look at the cars. Now this Dallara I've not seen. It says hypercar. I think I have the right to buy the hypercar now. What kind of Beamers have we got? They're mega bucks. I've got a 95,000 M2. That is a massively popular car in The Sims right now. The Lambo is going to be way out of my range. Even I would imagine VW. Well, the VW is easily in range. What about the Lotus? What have we got? These might be quite fun. The Emira or the Exige. I quite fancy a run in the Exige, but it may not be that much faster than the S2000. Weirdly, is that the GT3 in the Maserati? It's the GT2, even faster. Merc, another GT2 out of price range. Mini is just the old Cooper, so that's not really up to much cop. This might be fun. Yaris Cosworth, different era. Peugeot is the crappy old 206. nothing really to get excited about. I don't think I can buy any Ferraris. No. Okay. Well, I'm thinking. Got the HF Integrale. That's probably at the top end of my affordability, but not much in the way of performance additional to what I'm driving right now. There's the Honda S2000. Now the NSX will be a mental car, but maybe those yellowy orange numbers top right of the pictures, maybe they are a fairly significant uptick when you change up. The NSX is a glorious car, but it is a lot to handle, and I'm struggling the S2000 sometimes. I have at least got that elsewhere. There's no low tie in the in GT7, so maybe we go ahead and buy one of these. There's a really good one there, so let's do that. It's also ready in orange for us, so we can always configure it later. Okay, so did I not purchase that? I did not. This might be a bit of fun. Okay, hello. So no, let's do a different track that you haven't been watching already. Try and hang on to it. Now let's go to Monza, where it's going to be a little bit easier to hang on to. Okay. Back in just a second. Okay, let's chuck ourselves straight into it then. Don't know if I can change anything. Nope. Looks like traction control is off as well. nice sound to it. I was just a little bit cautious there, I think. And I wasn't very cautious there. Pretty much brake when the beamer's braked, and seemed to be a lot worse. Tyres complaining in the corner, a little bit of chatter in Curva Grande. I'm trying. I couldn't control that at all. Wow. Okay. I know it's kind of chaotic. Trying to get some temperature in those tyres. I can't decide whether it's better to know what the tyres are doing visually, or it just makes me blame the tyre condition for everything that's going wrong. But I know when I don't have tyre temperatures, I've always got that question mark in my mind, you know, are my tyres okay? Watch this car just peel across on me, yeah. And as it's BMW, it's very quick. And then my brand new Lotus smashed to bits, windscreen's still intact. But yeah, and there's a floppy windshield wiper. Oh good, and right, let's just try and get some sort of familiarization with this. I think we better restart the race, because I've broken my new Lotus badly. It really doesn't brake well. Maybe it will when it's got slightly warmer tyres, but... And another penalty, wow. But top speed is shockingly good actually. Let's have a look at this braking zone. 200. That's too early. And then 150 definitely seemed too late. Okay. I think we better just restart that one. It did not go well. Okay. Oh good. Windscreen wipers on straight away. That's not going to make life more difficult or anything, is it? Oh, I can't get the start right at all. That's going to take a lot of practice. Seems to wait, and then suddenly surge forward with the... Here we go again. Massive ABS issues. Right, okay. Doesn't have a lot of grunt at the low end. How does it compare to the BMWs here? The top end. It's a job to hang on, but it's got some speed when it gets up there. Whoa, slot it in there and crash again. Wow. It's kind of crazy how tricky it is. I suppose you wouldn't have any kind of tyre blankets on road cars. Which way? Fully off throttle here. Nowhere to go. I think I've said it before about the about ACEvo. It's the tiniest contact. It's like the exact opposite of GT7, where you can get away with quite a bit of light touch, whereas this, like, tiniest little contact just pitches you straight into a spin. What is that? Just being... somehow being slowed down at the turn while being shoved inside. Top speed is magical against these BMWs, but I'm hanging on here. Remind myself not to grip the wheel so tightly. It does feel like the moment you apply full pressure on the brakes, you are just in ABS hell. There I am. Double shift there, unfortunately. I don't think it wants first gear at all. This is rated as a supercar. I feel particularly super. How's that a warning? Come on, I was clearly slow up. So yeah, track limits are harsh. Contact is obscene. Again, another warning. Very tricky. It's too late. I usually brake at that overhead flag light box there, but that is slightly too late. No, we almost got that right. I'm not sure it was 100% perfect, but it was close. Certainly need your attention, Curva Grande, in this. hit the accelerator. That's just typical BMW handling there, I think. Just no grip in the turns at all. Top speed of the opponent car. Trying to avoid my guy there in the silver, but what took him so long? Definitely get better braking performance at the sort of up to 60% of the brakes. I might go see how much a Porsche is. I forgot to do that. Whoa! They seem very early on the brakes, but I guess not. I guess we're getting a bit more into the rain now. It says 0.8 seconds behind me, but he's basically not in my rearview mirror. Too late again. Wow. Need a lot of patience and a lot of finesse, I think. I thought they were like check engine lights coming on the left-hand dial. Getting a lot of spray. The wipers come on much earlier than the raindrops on the windshield themselves. Interesting. Headed into the pit lane. Can we get this 5 seconds we need on Henri Dubois? Oi, 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 oi. Oh, that was me being very, very bad, but poorly disciplined and trying to read your message, Scavvy, while I was in the middle of the race. I'm afraid this is pancake mode. Yes, I dare not even try, to be honest. AC on PSVR at this point. I think it's going to need a significant graphical upgrade, or it might be worth trying some remote desktop, virtual desktop solution for that. So that's definitely a red light up ahead. So we won't be beating Henri Dubois. Unless he makes a big mistake. Why am I seeing red lights like that? I guess there's a big red flag. Is that because the leader has won? Or there's a green light? So I'm not going crazy here. They definitely are showing red lights. There. So I don't know if I'm going to get... Why? Okay. Why do I get 23,000 credits for finishing 7th when I finished 3rd earlier and got 900? That's really weird. It's really odd. It was me in a little Lotus trying to turn into a corner when the BMW refused. And then I think we get a little bit of action, don't we? But yeah, hey Scabby, thanks for tuning in. I was very late on the brakes, I think, into this one. There we go. Well, I've done worse. Done worse things. Yeah. So I'm thinking that it might be worth trying to get head tracking with a webcam to try and get that close to VR experience. There is something to be said for playing flat screen sometimes. Sometimes that's a preferable option for me. But yeah, maybe not to everyone's taste. I know there's a significant amount of people who just say it's VR or nothing now, which I understand and respect. It wasn't that good a race. Thanks, Cappy. But that was a bit of a mess. Let's go to Donington, shall we? Try life out in the Exige. It does help us collect some credits. It's got that going for it. Yeah. And the dynamic means essentially it will rain sometime into the second half of the race. I've seen some setups that have the triple monitor. Yank does that similar, and you'd play triples, but you wouldn't play single flat. Right? Well, fair enough. Yeah, I understand. I just don't have the computing resources here to make it happen. I think that's the problem, and I've already put a whole bunch of money into my PC sim racing. Mostly this experiment, this holiday season for me was all about evaluating the sims and wondering whether I could broadcast with them, whether the PC and graphics card that I have was good enough to broadcast. And I'm not sure. I think probably not ACEvo. I don't know that there's going to be a big demand for broadcast on the ACEvo anyway at this stage. And the other thing was just, curiosity. Am I missing out on having fun on these sims? It's still a bit of an open question for me, that. A little bit drifty. No problem, man. Appreciate you stopping by as usual. Whole time I thought I was in second. Love to clear these BMWs. No! Oh. I was trying to do the opposite of what I did the previous lap, which was to go on the outside of the beamer. And I got all slidey. Yeah, here we go again. Wow. Okay. Yeah, not cool. Not cool. I do feel like I'm getting more the hang of the sim and everything, but okay. The other cars are so much quicker off the line here. Don't get too greedy. We're okay, we're okay. It's cold tyres. They are being a lot more cautious, I think, on the first lap. Will you naff off? I'm just completely locked up. That is not cool. That is not cool, man. Really sucks. Yeah, you just kind of, once you're side to side with another car, it's as if you're racing a Formula car, and you're just wheel hooked, and there's no getting out of it. Now, occasionally that will happen in tin top racing, but I wouldn't ever expect it in road car racing. That's a bit better. But look at the way these things scream by me here. I feel like I got that hooked up quite well. Oh, I've done it again. I cannot get away from this car. I don't know if it's the way the AI behave when you've made contact, whether they are steering into you. And that's the problem. Ooh, that's an unhappy computer. I don't quite know what to expect. Like I haven't PC driven for a very, very long time. And it took a bit of setting up, and I don't have a PC as bad as the minimum settings. I don't, like the minimum required. And it kind of annoys me because they say minimum spec, right? You've got higher than the minimum spec. I think I've even got higher than the recommended spec on this sim and on LMU. And I'm still having major problems running this thing. Explain what you mean, Badrock, and height. What do you mean by that, performance-wise? You mean as in the PC performance, right? Rather than as opposed to something like AC, right? But not the car performance. Right, I see what you mean. Yeah, I kind of think that, you know, in the environment that ACEvo is launching into, with the experience that they've got of ACC and AC as well, AC Rally, although they really didn't have anything to do with AC Rally, my feeling is that you should be able to make a sim that runs I think if you're making a sim in this day and age, and you're trying to port people across from the likes of iRacing, from even, you know, Gran Turismo, you're competing with Project Motor Racing that's crossplay. You need to build something that works on a wide range of PC spec. That's my feeling anyway. I mean, the stream I did the other day that put me right off. It was like I think I was rocking like a 15 or 20 FPS, and I hadn't really done anything different other than not restart my PC for a while. So I just don't know what to say. Like, it's okay. There are some really nice features about it, but it does make me a bit disillusioned with Kunos for making something like this. I just don't know that they've been that clear on what the mission is of the sim. What are they trying to do here that other sims don't do? Why is it so resource heavy? You know? Don't tell me that you can run this on a 1000 series graphics card when I can't run it on a 3050 smoothly. Just, yeah, it winds me up. At least be honest about what this needs. Like, I remember him, the boss, saying like it was demonstrating how well it runs on his quote unquote work laptop at the SimRacing Expo. I watched a session on that. I didn't actually manage to get out there. But he was saying, oh, it's working on my work laptop right now and it's running really well. Turns out his work laptop had a 5000 series graphics card, NVIDIA graphics card. I'm sure I wasn't trying to stream at the same time either. They were demonstrating the tourist element around Nürburgring, which is, you know, cute and fine, but I get the feeling like they're solving a problem that they're presenting a solution for a problem that didn't exist. Like, I don't know how many people said, I really want a sim built from the ground up that's massively resource heavy so that I can drive around the Nürburgring area. Oh, and by the way, I don't want to run AC and a bunch of mods for it, thanks. I just feel like it's very confusing to me. Like, I do find the handling is probably as unforgiving as ACC when you first port across to ACC from easier sims. I imagine it's more difficult than iRacing, but then obviously it has a very different set of cars and tracks to iRacing. BMWs are crazy slow in the corners. Let's go, let's go. Try not to get hooked up with the BMW, who wants to squeeze me to the edge here. Seems like you can really ride that chicane. I'm really getting a slowdown. Maybe it's the rain, maybe it's getting closer to cars in front. Andale, andale, andale. Come on, let's go. Another very moody day in East Midlands. It's Donington here. 26 degrees, right, sure. Pretty big airport just to the left of the screen right now. And I never see Sims show the planes overhead here. They're actually quite a big feature of being at Donington. It's nice. I do think the light effects are gorgeous, and that's probably why we were struggling graphically so much. No, that was a track limit. Okay. There, fair play, fair play. There's your red lights again. And a green flag. And a red flag. So, yeah, there's some interesting features. I can't see my way into this final turn. I do often struggle, though, in any sim to do that. And there's your red flag. ABS, ABS, ABS. Oh. What the hell is going on with the credits you win? Just have a little look back at the previous race I finished, and is it just random what you get? That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I don't understand. That's really funny. Right, I'm gonna see if I can do maybe one more race. Maybe I should buy another car as well. But yeah, I don't know, Bad Rock, if you want to do a bit of racing for half an hour before I do my stream, or just want to wait till after. I think you said what time is after that. Maybe like 5 past. It'll be a really quick stream for the prize. I'm not going to drag it out too much. Where are we? Let's see. Anywhere I haven't done properly yet. I wonder what layouts are available. It is just these ones. I don't think I've done GP Strecker yet. I quite like the Grand Prix track. Am I ready for Alton? Probably not. Let's go to GP Strecker. Got 97,000 credits. Yeah, I think I got something like 25,000 for the race prior to that last one, and now I just got 300 for that performance. Who the hell can piece this together? How's the old PC been running? 7 gig of my 8 gig of dedicated RAM. Sure is a weird one. Okay, back to... It's so funny the way the wheel just kicks and then you get a bunch of haptic stuff for a hot minute there. So if I start around 5 past, I will have almost an hour to run on AC with you guys. But I can come back from, let me see, about 3 p.m. EST I can be on. So really up to you when you guys are around. So I'll keep an eye on the race chat. I'm very intrigued for what else you've been collecting on Content Manager lately. So I think I need to try and start in pole. That's the way here. But even then, I'm going to struggle. Huge wheel spin. Lots of head shake. What is going on that mirror? Yeah, I don't know if Kunos have got any plans to make this a lower drain sim. But right now, I don't know if I can continue playing and streaming at the same time. Feel fairly confident I'm not going to be able to try out VR on this as well. That's pretty neat. Been some cone abuse. So it's not a Supra. It does look like a Mitsu GTO, but I think that might be one of the Lotus models. Yes, it's a Lotus. Sorry for the choppiness. Maybe that's a 4th gear. Do I want to go up the inside? Will they realise I'm there? Car just completely washed out of the corner as well. Oh, okay. I'm steering left, dude. Ooh, big accidenty. Might need to see what that was about. I had green flags everywhere. Probably should have been yellow flags. Was that start of lap 2? 3 or 4 places ahead of me. Looks like the AI drivers have found this a little bit harder to drive. Here's the rain again. I'm sure Badrock's sitting there thinking to himself, why are you even doing this? Why do you do this to yourself? It's so much better on AC. For science, Badrock. If you are thinking that. I'm doing it for science. And content. I don't know if this is particularly good content. The LMU stream this morning absolutely kicked off. I'm really pleased with that. So, and LMU does seem to grab people's attention that little bit more. So I think for content purposes, I will perhaps be focusing on that. I'm not going to mention the sim that I've over-mentioned. That is probably what I'll be doing for fun. And to scratch the touring car itch. Well, I just don't know if I'll come back to this. Maybe with each iterative update and see if it has improved anything. But I think the only thing I left on this on more than low right now was like the mirrors, and I felt like I really should keep some mirror performance on for visibility, but maybe I just need to rely on the radar and the relative times and everything. Yellow flag up ahead. I do like it when the AI have accidents of their own. I'm about to have an accident myself just as I say that. What's happened up here? I think we have a bit of a problem. I think people at the BMWs are all failing on everybody. And they're in the back of the field. I didn't gain any positions there. I think at this point I might as well stay on. Oh, actually, I quite fancy something to eat. I think I'll probably go get some food and then do my prize draw. But I don't know if I've got the patience, you know, to grind this, or cars I've got elsewhere, but tracks I've got elsewhere, but no conceivable reward. I've been on quite the roller coaster this holiday period with these sims. I have to say, I think when I switched this on, it worked, and I was impressed. Looked pretty cool. All the rest of it. I was intrigued. I was romanced by graphics. And then it's just been a slow descent in my esteem and judgment of this this sim, as my PC has struggled more. Seems to worsen here the longer I'm on, but I guess part of that is the fact that it's raining again. I was really angry with LMU to start with, and I could not figure it out. anger is a bit much, but you know, I was disheartened by the fact that I really wanted to like LMU and I just couldn't get it working. Thankfully I did get it working. Now it's better than this, hands down. Another yellow flag. Are those cars still stopped, do you think? Out of Ford? I can see the grip dropping, but I can't see the reflections moving. Now they're just like in a crazy slow parade right there. That's clearly something wrong with the AI. If there wasn't already enough wrong with the AI. I had AI issues with LMU as well. Like it was and still is terrifically harsh and ridiculous. But I turned it down and it's okay now. What I'm thinking now is that there might be some legs in a video about trying to sim race on a low to mid-range PC, you know, and because you just don't see it. Everybody online is on expensive stuff, and that's not your target market when it comes to trying to get people off the console. In terms of market share, GT7 is huge, absolutely massive. So if you do want to get people interested in these sims, you're going to have to steal some market share from console, and you ain't going to do it presenting things like this, frankly. I've already spent twice as much on my PC as I did on my PS5. And this is what I'm contending with. It's a no-brainer. Haven't even tried VR yet. Not sure if there's any point at this stage. I do feel like with LMU that I've got a huge amount of replay value in it. Different cars, the multi-class racing, the ladder system online. I feel like that has got a lot more going for it, and it's a lot more worth me putting time in, and you know, living with low-end graphics comparatively, getting invested in a new community, exclusive content, all of the rest of it. Yeah. Don't get the red light issue. Here's our little parade going on. Back markers. Maybe they're just heavily damaged and that's what happened. We'll have a look at the replay and see if they have damaged the cars or something. But I don't think they've really made it very far around the lap. I can't even see the car in front. Alessandro Marino. That's a way to finish. He's 7 miles away. Let's have a look at that end of, what was it, start of lap 2, right? It's just getting worse and worse the longer I'm playing it. And again, 521 credits. It's just bizarre. We're 6th place in a strong field. Yeah, let's have a look. Started lap 2. I think it was. Or was it into the second lap essentially? Vehicle. Yeah. I think I shut down last night and restarted today. So I definitely agree. See, they've already had a problem here. Look at that. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So that's what went down. These are the cars I want to be looking at. But where did they go wrong? Was it right at the start? So essentially, this has just been such a funny situation with these cars. So they were just... Is this off the line? Okay, look at this. Right, so they have started the race with wheels that are no good. If I go to a chase view of the car, or no, this one. Look at that. We go right back to the start. And the car behind is in the same boat. That's awesome. That's really funny. Okay, so they then crawled the entire race in a little train. 3 cars. I do like the fact that I can do this. But look at these 3 Beamers. They just... they peel across to the racing line and then just basically crawl the entire race long and manage to make it around about 1 lap with these front right tyres. Love it. Love it. Nice one. ACEvo. Folks, ACEvo. Have we got a tyre action? But yeah, they just like that, and then we just just end up passing them all over and over every lap. Good grief. Wow. Okay. There you have it. That's not down to my PC, I don't think. They can blame me for that one. I enjoyed that anyway. Nice way to finish on a bit of a laugh. Thanks very much once again, everybody, for watching. Hopefully, Bad Rock I'll be on in a little while. Now it's tipping it down on trackside. All right, I'll catch you all soon. Appreciate it.